Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane and welcome along to today's video where we discuss 5 potential players that Tottenham Hotspur could and should sign, in my opinion, this January transfer window. Right, 5 players I believe Spurs should sign this January. Now, before we delve into it, let's try and keep this list as realistic as possible. So no Ronaldos, no Messis, no Neymars, potentially a Haaland or Mbappe. You'll have to wait and find out. So without further ado, let's delve straight into it. I cannot speak today, I tell you. Let's delve right into it. 5 players I believe Tottenham Hotspur should sign this January, right? Coming in at number 1, Callum Wilson, the current Newcastle striker. Unless you've been living under a rock the past couple of weeks, Newcastle have gone from being owned by one of the worst football owners, one of the worst human beings on earth in Mike Ashley, to being by far the richest club in the world. One of the richest businesses in the world. 320 billion they're worth. You know, almost 20 times richer than Manchester City, as these Saudis have come in, these huge Saudi Arabian investors who are just going to splash the cash all over Newcastle, right? And with all that money, they want to be looking to sign the likes of the Ronaldos, the Messis, the Neymars, the Mbappes, the top tier players. They're not going to be looking to sign the lower players. And plus, they're going to be looking to ship out a couple players. They're going to be looking to ship out the likes of Callum Wilson, Joe Linton, Dwight Gale, these sorts of players. And this is when it comes in. Spurs are currently, my goodness, I can't speak today. Spurs are currently relying on a 17 or 18-year-old, I'm not entirely sure, Dane Scarlett, to do the job as a backup striker. That's not good enough, right? I rate Dane Scarlett. I think he's a fantastic player. I think he's brilliant, and it's nothing against him, but he's not ready to be in the first team. He's not ready to be on the bench and have to come on if Harry Kane gets injured. We still need a backup striker. We need someone who doesn't have to be incredible, doesn't have to be absolutely fantastic or a stunning footballer. Just someone who knows how to put the ball in the back of the onion bag, right? Just someone who knows how to finish. Callum Wilson is exactly that. He knows where the back of the onion bag is. Finishes, so well, as I say. You give him a good chance, he'll put it in the back of the net, and you can bet money on that. He's a really, really good footballer. Doesn't do much else, but you don't need him to do much else. You just need him to strike that ball straight into the back of the net. Lovely jubbly, right? Callum Wilson comes in at number 1, right? How many times I said, right, that's a new drinking game, right? Get the drink out. Every time Robbie Clark on Lily White Lane says, right, we down in 1, right? I said it again. Moving on to number 2. Donny van de Beek. Donny van de Beek for Manchester United. Let me tell you for why, as the Welsh would say, I've chosen Donny van de Beek on this list. He's a class player. There's no two ways about it. I really do rate him. I think he's got the skills to pay the bills. I think he can finish as well. He holds up the midfield well. And in all serious talk, he's an honestly, he's a really, really good footballer. I really rate him, and he's getting nowhere near enough game time at Manchester United. And you see United fans going, when he does get a chance, he blows it. That's because you don't give him a run of games. You just bring him in for one game and then leave him out for another 5 or 6 and expect him to perform when he hasn't got the fitness. It's frustrating to see it even from a Spurs perspective, because you see him at Ajax. The geezer's flying. He's doing a fantastic job there. And then you see him here in England and he's not getting the game time. That's one of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's biggest criticisms from United fans, is that Donny van de Beek should be playing a lot more games. Which means the fact he hasn't playing games, Manchester United will want to ship him out. They'll want that wage bill, as I say, off the market. They don't want to pay that money for him anymore. So they'll put him on the market a little bit cheaper. I reckon we can get Van de Beek from anything from 20 to 30 million. I understand Leafy's a tight git, but he's surely not too tight to sign Donny van de Beek. No, but honestly, I think this is one of those transfers that we can definitely go for. Definitely go for. Now, I understand Levy's a very, very tight owner, and I understand this one. Even bidding more than 20 million for a player is very, very unrealistic of Enoch. But I think Donny van de Beek would be well worth that money. On his day, he's a class midfielder. He's up there with the likes of Pogba on his day. And you look at his price tag last year, it was 60, 70 million. They signed him for, 50 million Manchester United. I think he'd be a fantastic signing in the January transfer window and a creative midfielder that can do the job at Spurs. Moving on to number 3, I have gone with Abdallah Sima. Short explanation for this geezer, as I say, similar to Wilson, knows where the back of the net is. As I say, he plays for, I forgot who he plays for now. He plays for Slavia Prague, as I say. He's a class player. He really is a class player. He's got skills. And he can transition as well. He can transition from striker to right wing. He can, do the job as well. Knows how to finish. Same reasons as Callum Wilson. Abdallah Sima on there. Check the geezer out if you haven't already. Right. Moving on to number 4. I've gone with James Ward-Prowse. Another Premier League player. Another Premier League player who isn't going to cost that much. I reckon we can get him from anything from 25 million to 40 million, right? And he's absolutely fantastic. The 2 weak links for Spurs right now are a creative midfielder and a striker, right? And James Ward-Prowse would definitely be creative in the midfield. He's creative, as I say, he's got a great football mind in the way that he can spot runs so well. The sort of runs that you point out and telling you, you'll be watching it with Spurs and you'll be like, look at Sonny's run, look at Moore's run, and no one will find them. He will find those runs. He knows where the back of the onion bag is as well. He's a fantastic striker of the ball. He's fantastic from set pieces. Now that's the biggest thing. From set pieces, defensively and offensively sounds too American. Defensively and attacking, I know it doesn't make sense, but I refuse to call it offense. Defensively and attackingly, I think he's fantastic from set pieces, as I say. And that's exactly what Spurs need, because our set pieces, defensively and attackingly, have been pathetic the past few seasons. We've conceded so many goals from set pieces, so many stupid goals. And, we've had so many good opportunities to, score a goal from a free kick, as I say, or whipping a good cross, and we haven't done it. And this geezer here, he's class, he's fantastic. He can whip in a great ball into the middle of the box. Fantastic, got good whippage on the ball, and arguably one of the best free kick takers in the world. One of the best in the world. It's going to be hard to get him because Southampton do love him. And of course, losing Danny Ings, they are going to want to keep on to him. They're going to want to keep him, right? But I believe we can get him. I do believe we can get him, whether that be in January or next summer. But there we go. James Ward-Prowse, and the final player, Erling Haaland. I'm not joking. I'm not messing about. Erling Haaland. And now, I'll keep this short and sweet. Harry Kane, so far this season, hasn't done enough for Spurs, in my opinion. I still want to keep him. I still want to keep Kane, and I think we will keep Kane. But in a world when, he consistently doesn't perform, and we sell him in January for a good amount of money, as I say, we can spend that money, potentially pay a little bit extra, and we can spend that money we get off Kane if we sell him in January or next summer on Erling Haaland. Now, I know it's unrealistic, but, so was Ronaldo to United. And that happened as well. So you have to look at all the sides of the story from this. You have to look at different perspectives, right? I want to keep Harry Kane. I really do. I still think he's a fantastic player. And I still think he's yet to find his form. But if he hasn't by January, you need to be looking at selling him. You need to be looking about, even not selling him, at least saying, 100 million on the table. If you pay that 100 million, we'll sell him. If you don't pay that 100 million, we don't. Don't change the goalposts again, Levy, because this is what happened in the summer. City were ready to pay 100 million. We kept on hiring the price tag until they couldn't. There was no point in even putting a price tag because we weren't going to sell him. We can, unless it got to 250 million, we were going to consistently put up the price tag, right? Now, if Harry Kane, doesn't perform as well, and we are going to look to sell him, which I doubt, he's going to go for lesser money, right? He's going to go for 100, 110. We sell him. We invest that money on Erling Haaland. We can't invest that money on some smaller player. We have to invest it on a Haaland or an Mbappe. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But let your imagination run wild, eh? But there we go, ladies and gents. Sorry. It's an inside joke with my mates. There we go, people. I'll tell you that joke as well on Twitter on Twitter or the next video I do. But there you go, ladies. I'm saying it again. There you go, people, lads and lasses. Thank you for watching this video. Let me just state quickly, if you are new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Hit that like button as well. Give it a Tyson Fury 1, 2, bang, bang. You know, give it a Tyson Fury 1 to that like button, smash that subscribe button. Also, be sure to tap the notification bell so you'll be notified every single time we do upload on the channel. Thank you for watching. This has been you guys. This has been Lily White Lane. Catch you in a bit. And as always, come on you Spurs. ENIC out.